Dear children, welcome back to your online biology class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Asha Santosh, your biology teacher. Children, we have successfully completed our first semester. Now we are going to start semester 2. Before starting today's session, let me remind you one thing. Be regular in your studies and read the textbook regularly. You can clear your doubt during our live session. Children, you might have visited many places during your vacation time before Corona, right? Nowadays, we cannot move out even to the nearby places, right? Anyway, let's recollect previous memories. Okay, how many of you have visited hill stations? What will be the climate in hill stations? It will be very cold. Right? You can see the plants like pine, oak, deodars, etc. in such places. Right? And the animals like
deer, yak, goat.
What will be the climate of desert? Yes, it will be very hot. We can see mainly camels in desert region. And the plants like
Cactus.
Right? So, before starting today's class, let's do this activity.
Table 9.1. In this activity, you have to write the name of animals, plants and other objects found in different surroundings. After completing the box, you can see the name of animals and plants are different in different boxes. Right? You can write your own answers rather than these all examples. Okay. Children, a fish cannot survive in desert where there is no enough water to live. The same way, a camel cannot survive in forest. A tiger also cannot survive in desert.
From this box, we can understand that types of plants, animals are different in different surroundings. Right?
Let's compare two types of surroundings.
Sea and desert. We can see different types of water animals and plants in sea. It is surrounded with saline water. What is meant by saline water? Saline water is the water mixed with salt. So, the water animals breathe the air which is dissolved in water. Okay. In the case of desert, it is very hot at daytime and it will be very cold during night. So animals live on desert, breathe in the air which is surrounded there. So let's compare two types of organism from each places. We can see different types of fishes in sea and camel in desert. So while comparing the body structure of each animals, we already learned that fish having streamlined body shape to move through the water and also having gills to breathe.
So the streamlined body shape helps them move inside water. Fish have slippery scales on their bodies. These scales protect the fish and also help in easy movement through water. Fish have flat fins and tails that help them to change directions and keep their body balanced in water. Gills present in the fish help them to use oxygen dissolved in water. In deserts,
as you all know, very less amount of water is present in desert. So, the animals need to store food and water in their body. For that purpose, camels have hump on its back. Okay.
camels have long legs which help to keep their bodies away from the heat of the sun. They excrete small amount of urine. Their dung is dry and they do not sweat. Since camels lose very little water from their bodies, they can live for many days without water.
So each animal showing some adaptations to live in their habitat. So what is mean by habitat and what is mean by adaptations? Habitat is the surrounding.
where organisms live.
Then what about adaptations? The characteristics shown by the organism.
To live in a particular habitat.
Okay. So that is habitat and adaptation. Once again, habitat is the surroundings.
Where the organisms live.
The adaptations are the characteristics of organism.
To live in a particular habitat.
Okay. Here we have taken only 2 examples from a very wide variety of animals and plants that live on the earth. In all this variety of organisms, we will find that they have certain features that help them live in the surroundings in which they are normally found. The presence of specific features or certain habits which enable an organism to live naturally in a place is called adaptation. Adaptation of organisms differ depending on their place of dwelling. That is why a fish cannot live out of water and a camel cannot live in sea. The place where organisms live is called habitat. Habitat means a dwelling place or a home. The habitat provides food, water, air, shelter and other needs to organisms. Several kinds of plants and animals live in the same habitat. There are 2 types of habitat, aquatic and terrestrial. What is meant by aquatic? Yes, the word aqua is related with water. Lake, river, sea, etc. are the aquatic habitat, and desert, forest, mountain, etc. are the terrestrial habitat. Children, in our environment, we can see both living and non-living things, right? Living things also known as biotic factors and non-living things also known as abiotic factors. Some examples are given below. Examples for living or biotic factors are plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, etc. Then what about non-living things or abiotic factors? Yes, water, sunlight, soil, air, temperature, etc. So children, today we have discussed about habitat, adaptations and 2 types of habitats. Which are they? Yes, aquatic and terrestrial habitats. Hope all of you have understood today's topic. Children, read the textbook and study the notes. We'll meet in our next session. Until then, take care.